Hello, 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 hello. Hello to the beautiful, gorgeous, stunning, fabulous person that is listening to this podcast episode right now. I hope that you're thriving. I hope that you're taking care of yourself. And I hope that you've had an absolutely phenomenal week. If you haven't, I'm so sorry. I'm just sending you so much love, so much positivity, like all the hugs in the world. If you didn't know where you are at this moment in time and what you're listening to, you are here at the Doing Life with Love and Magic podcast. I'm your host, Ntwentle, and this is the space whereby I like to chat shit, where I like to share my life's perspective as I navigate clumsily through my 20s, because I feel like the 20s is such an incremental time to set certain foundations, fall on your face, grow, do all of the things, like honestly just set the foundation for the person that you want to be for the latter half of your life. And granted, we never stop growing as human beings, but I just thought it would be an absolutely amazing opportunity for me to share what I've learned so far on this journey. And if that offers you any sort of like comfort, or if you can learn any valuable lessons from me, or alternatively like get entertained by some of the shit that I share, then I've done my job. And if it doesn't resonate, that's okay as well. Please find something that does resonate with you, because life is honestly way too short for you to be listening to shit that doesn't light your soul on fire or make you feel inspired or make you feel seen in some sort of way. So I won't be offended. Just don't put that in the review. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Like, it's completely up to you. But anyway, happy Friday. It's the last few days of my leave. I think I've got Monday left, and then it's back to work again. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that at this point in time. I can tell you now for free that there isn't like a sense of excitement in that statement. I think I've just become like a really happy and at peace just being at home, mostly just chilling out for the most part. But at the end of the day, I need to get back to work. Like life at home is not as fun, but granted, I am Brokiana. It is January. I am Brokiana at this point in time, and so there isn't that money to go out and do the things that could be really fun to do outside of home, but that's okay. I've been enjoying taking it easy for the most part. Like, no one's been bugging me, and I've just been free to kind of just lie around in bed, go to gym, like eat, breathe, all of that stuff. And sometimes you don't need a bougie, expensive, like fancy holiday filled with all sorts of like activity. Sometimes you just need some time to be with yourself, to reflect, to rest, to truly just like pull yourself towards yourself before you go into another banger of a year. So I had recorded this episode yesterday, but I wasn't quite happy with how it turned out. Like, I just felt like I just wasn't feeling 100% happy with how it was all like falling into play almost. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to try this shit again. And if I don't like it, I don't know. Like, I think I'm going to give up. But anyway, so I figured we would start with what's happening in the astrological world at this moment in time. So as of yesterday, I think we entered a new moon in Capricorn. And I just thought I would open up my little pattern app and tell you like what this means for you, like what needs to be done, and take it from there. So as per pattern, we are entering a new moon in Capricorn. So this Thursday, the new moon will be in the part of the sky known as Capricorn. This is a time to evaluate your sense of stability and grounding and your relationship to work and achievement. Okay, the theme of this month is about building a strong foundation so you can see real world results in the coming year. It's a time to get clear and focused by limiting distractions and simplifying, and by channeling your energy efficiently. The more conscious you can be of what you authentically want to do with your life, the more powerful and long-lasting the effect of your intentions. Now that 2023 is behind us and the new year has begun, it's a time to assess how stable your base is. How are you feeling about the major pillars of your life? Your career, family, partnerships, finances, and projects. If any of these areas need support, this is a great moment to commit your energy to them. In its highest expression, Capricorn is knowledgeable, wise, and able to provide in a balanced way. That means being patient about what you're working on and not overdoing it, but also committing to what you find meaningful and not giving up on it. If you're a hardworking type, this could be a chance to become more efficient or to delegate some tasks. You're meant to work smarter, not harder now, and find a way to balance your energy levels so you avoid burnout. If you're more laid back, then take this opportunity to pull up your sleeves and apply the pressure it takes to create change. In any case, the intention is to learn how to manage your time and where to apply your energy. Ideally, you can see clearly what is and isn't working, and be honest and authentic with your choices. Also take this moment to release any of the shadow sides of Capricorn. These include being overly attached to the outcome of your efforts, focusing on money or status over fulfillment, being bossy or controlling, or burying yourself in work. On January 11 at 6:53 a.m. ET, there will be a new moon in the sign of Capricorn at 20:44. The intention of this energy is for you to set intentions with consciousness, awareness, and attention so that you can do important personal and collective work and accelerate your soul's journey. This new moon in the stable, grounded sign of Capricorn comes before several powerful astrological influences in 2024. In the next 5 months, Pluto will enter Aquarius, Uranus will station direct and align with Jupiter, and there will be 2 powerful eclipses. These events are pointing towards an accelerated forward motion into the future. So choose wisely while you have the chance. As always, it's essential to be mindful and conscious about what you intend. Every month during the new moon, the sky is dark and the moon seems to have disappeared. Because the moon is in between the earth and the sun, the shadow side is facing us and the sunlit side is hidden. Symbolically, the empty space in the sky provides an opportunity to set intentions that can grow throughout the month as the moon reappears and can eventually reach their peak in 2 weeks at the full moon. Think of this time as offering you a blank slate, and if you know the theme of this moon, you can co-create and work with its energy. Be sure to approach these few days with conscious attention because they will influence the rest of the month for you. It's critically important to be aware of what you truly want, because what you seed at this time has the power to affect your life for years to come. Be conscious and deliberate now, and avoid being distracted by the day-to-day. That way, you can open yourself up to multiple possibilities in 2 weeks, at the full moon in Leo, when these intentions will take their most potent form. Consider how your foundations have evolved over the past year. Think honestly about how much you want to shape your life and how much energy you can commit to your goals, and set intentions to move forward in whichever way is most aligned for you. Make sure your goals are authentic to you. Try not to compare them to anyone else's. During this time, it's helpful to ask yourself the following questions. What are your long-term goals? What are the steps you need to achieve them? What do you want to start building today that's worth your valuable time and energy? Does your life have a sense of meaning and purpose? Do you feel burdened by guilt and judgment, or is there a responsibility that you've been putting off? Do any parts of you fear starting over, changing course, or delegating? Do you follow through and fulfill your commitments? Is there a part of your life that could use more discipline and focus? Or are you burying yourself with work and avoiding your emotions? Use this time to walk through the doors of possibilities and let go of potential fears of what may or may not happen in the future. The future isn't here yet, but your present actions and thoughts influence how you can move towards your desired outcome. If you do the work to set your intentions, you can watch them unfold in 2 weeks during the Leo full moon. Making powerful choices now can set you free to create a conscious future. So I just thought that was something very beautiful that I wanted to share. And honestly, I feel like it really does align with some of the topics that I've been speaking about over the past 2 weeks, whereby I genuinely felt that this is such a beautiful time to really get acquainted with, the different aspects of your life and focusing in on what it is that you want to get from those different aspects of your life and, all of that good stuff. So I'm not the one that's telling you now. The pattern app is telling you that this is just such a good time to have a look at the different parts of your life and really create some stable, solid structures. And the only way that you're going to do that is if you know what you want to achieve, from your life and all of that good stuff. So yeah, guys, set your intentions now in terms of just the kind of energy that you want to be in over the next couple of weeks, what you want to accomplish, how you want to feel and all of that, and make good on those promises to yourself, because this is the year to make shit happen. And we need to stop waiting for a time in the future where we feel like we're going to get that motivation to do that thing that we need to do, or start making our dreams come true, or whatever it is. Now is the time to put in the work and start, sprinkling those seeds and watching them grow over time. So that's kind of been the general message for the day and the general vibes, and I hope that provided you with some sort of value just in terms of what's actually happening in the greater spectrum of life. And if you're feeling some type of way at this moment in time, use that as an opportunity to sit and really think about those feelings and help them guide you towards an area of your life where maybe you've been neglecting it and you need to spend some time just thinking about it. Take it easy on yourself, but really, honestly, let's get honest about where we are in our life and be serious about up-leveling and changing the path of our life. If it's going great for you, that's amazing as well. But again, maybe use it as an opportunity to really think about, okay, cool, how can we make things even better then? Is there a particular area of my life where I feel like I can improve in some way, shape or form, or whatever it is? But yeah, that's kind of the general gist in terms of where my brain has been from a self-improvement point of view. For the most part, I think I've just been in my little cocoon, absorbing information, thinking about how I feel, doing my own little life audits as well, just to see where do I need to shape up and actually get going, because time is just going. We're already in the middle of January. Next week, it's actually insane. But anyway, yesterday I feel like I had such a lovely day. I can't put it into words. It's actually very weird. And guys, your human life is just so interesting, because the day before then, I think I was heavy in my emotions because something quite heavy happened, and there was a lot of sad energy around that. And so I felt like I was in a bit of a heavy vibe the day before. And then yesterday, it felt a lot calmer and a lot lighter, and I just found myself taking pleasure in the little things that were happening throughout the day. So I started off my day going to a yoga class, which was really cool, and I promised myself that at least at some point during my holidays I would make it a point to go to a yoga class or like a Pilates class, because I don't get to do that often. And while I was doing my life audit and I was looking at like the health and wellness part of my life and all of that, I actually realized that in the past year what I feel like I've been lacking is that time to like come back to self. Like, so doing more meditative practices like meditation, like journaling, like a yoga, which I used to do a lot more of before I started getting into like, I don't know, I want to say like heavier exercises, if you can call it that. But I just feel like this year I want to move in peace, and I want to move in a way that's like authentic to me and all of that stuff. So I felt like going to the yoga class with I wanted to say like the old grannies because they're literally like, okay, the one or two of them like were not old grannies, they were like giving like middle-aged lovely ladies, if you could say so. Like, it just felt like such a serve, like, oh my gosh, I'm here at 9:15 doing yoga, like, who is this? But honestly, it just reminded me that I want to invite more of that kind of energy into my life, like moments whereby I can actually stop, pause, like check in with my body, feel where I feel like a little bit uncomfortable, because like it's so much on the go. And I think we just need to invite more moments in time whereby we just like call back our power, our presence within our body, and just like move with our breath, and honestly just get a sense of where we're at mentally, physically, emotionally, all of the things. So that's how I started off my day. I then got a smoothie, and then I made it back home and did a little bit of tidying up and all of that, took it easy, nothing too hectic. And I don't know if it was just like maybe the mood that I was in. I was just like really craving something that was like lighter and like chill, but some of the content that I got into yesterday just made me feel so good. Like, I'm just, because I just have to have a look at it, but like just looking at some of the shit that I was watching, and maybe it's because I woke up like having listened or guys, I can't speak today, I don't know what's going on, but I fell asleep listening to that Ho'oponopono, the original prayer. Like, I don't really know much about it, but I think before I go to bed, I've just been really in the mood to listen to stuff that like heals my heart and makes me feel so much better. So I fell asleep like listening to that, and it was actually just so beautiful. And so when I woke up, I think I was feeling a little bit more like centered, a little bit more calm, and therefore it allowed me to find this content that made me feel even better. So the first thing that actually like made my heart like, oh my gosh, so sweet, was so I watch Cody Co and Kelsey from time to time, and Kelsey's about to have a baby, and I just watched her video, and it was just so cute to watch her in her tummy, and she's making cinnamon rolls, and they were just talking about like how the nursery isn't quite ready because they had to move in the guest house and all of that cute stuff. And then they were there with their cats, and it was just so cute because like literally like, and it's so funny because I was reading through the comments and everyone was like, this is so parasocial of me, but it feels like I'm watching like my big sister like get engaged, like go from liking to getting engaged to getting married to having kids, and it's just honestly such a proud and happy moment for me. And it's crazy how like even though these people don't know us, sometimes like you can just feel that they are a good person, and you just get excited for them when shit starts to happen. Because it was the same thing for me when Simply Nessa had her baby. and her other baby, and like I don't really engage with her content as much these days, but like I remember her being like this messy girl who used to tell my favorite story times when I was in high school, and now she's like all grown up and she's having kids and she's actually creating a family. And I don't know, it was just so heartwarming to see. And even though I'm not even anywhere near that part of like my journey in life, and I can't really relate like to having a partner like that and moving in with someone and then having kids, and it's just so cute to see. And I've just been seeing a lot of content about people and their children, and it's so cute, and I'm like, can't relate. And yeah, one day I'd like to have my own, but like but anyway, no, that made me feel so happy just to see how excited they are to become parents, and how like, and granted, we don't actually know what happens behind closed doors with these people, but on camera when they're together, it's just so cute to see them be so excited about this addition to their family, and just like how loving and supportive they appear to be towards each other. It's just like, bro, one day when I am slightly older, like even me, I want that for myself, like someone that supports me and loves me completely, and like I'm just excited to create a life with them, and they're excited to create a life with me. Like that just absolutely feels incredible to me. So yeah, that in itself made me feel happy. And then the next thing, I haven't laughed like this at a YouTube video in so long, but so I watched Trixie and Katya. So Drag Race, loved it. It's one of like my comfort shows that I haven't watched in a long time, but like the earlier seasons used to do it for me. Like honestly, I could sit there and watch them play Snatch Game over and over again, and it's so entertaining. Like the original queens, chef's kiss, love it. Like, and I'm so bummed that they took it off Netflix in South Africa, but honestly, I just feel like it's such a comforting show, and just to see, you know, these queens create like such amazing and beautiful things and bring it to life. It's just like it's just talent, and it's just so amazing, and it's so fun, and it's honestly such a good time. Like I really enjoy it. So from there, I think that's how I got to learn about the likes of Trixie and Katya, and I think, I can't remember when, but it was sometime last year, I actually subscribed to their podcast that they have, which is called The Bold and the Beautiful. And you know, I just subscribed to it. I was like, okay, maybe from time to time when I miss like Drag Race, I'll check in with them and see what's happening and all of that stuff. So from time to time I do check in and I watch their shit. And I think it might be because like obviously Trixie and Katya had that series on YouTube whereby they react to like different TV shows and like movies and stuff, and they're just absolutely hilarious. And I just love how they shred into the stuff that Netflix does, and it's so funny. Like, yeah, I think that's why I had initially subscribed to it, because I was like, this is content that makes me laugh and makes me feel good. So anyway, yesterday, like, I don't know how and why, but I was recommended the video on YouTube to actually watch the podcast, because like typically I just listen to it on Apple Podcasts. I don't really watch it, so, and it doesn't really like pop up for me unless it's like in Trixie's YouTube channel or whatever. So yesterday now this episode pops up and Bob the drag queen is in it. So it's Bob and Katya. Literally, like, I don't know, I just hosed myself. Like, I was literally giggling my head off. Like, I was just honestly having the best time, like listening to them like go off about this whole Simone Biles situation, which is absolutely ridiculous. So essentially they were like clowning Simone Biles' husband, I think, what's his name, Joshua Owens, whatever his name is, and how he went on that podcast and he was like, I didn't even know who Simone Biles was. And so they were just like, at every opportunity, like during this podcast, they were just like ripping into that whole thing. Like, oh no, Simone Biles actually directed and orchestrated this entire podcast while she was doing backflips at the Olympics. Like, shit, like they were just so ridiculous. And I just love the chemistry that Bob and Katya have with each other in terms of how they're able to riff off of one another and like banter and then talk about serious shit and then like be absolutely hysterical. And that honestly made me feel so happy and so good. And after I'd watched that, I was like, okay, cool, like let's pause for a second and let me like do a little exercise, because I was trying to get my points. So I ended up doing like a dance workout by the fitness marshal that made me feel so good for 30 minutes, and I burned like a solid amount of calories and honestly just had the best time. And then later on, when I was just grabbing something to eat, I watched another episode of The Bold and the Beautiful with just I think it was Trixie. No, it wasn't Trixie. It was Katya interviewing Courtney Act. And I was absolutely stunned by that episode, because they were getting into like some serious like conversational topics about gender and all of that, like using words that I can't even fully comprehend. But all I can tell you is that it was just so nice to listen to two grown men have like a really interesting conversation, and it was just like so calming and soothing for my soul. I don't know what was in the air yesterday, but I was just like, in a way, I feel like I've just made peace with everything that's happening on the outside, and I'm just here and I'm present, and I'm excited to learn about conversations that I don't necessarily have the vocabulary to express and to talk about, but I like hearing about this. And honestly, my takeaway from it is that I want Katya to have her own podcast. I really do. I feel like, and it's also like very like I just want them to have their own podcast, like, and just talk about serious shit, because like Katya is so knowledgeable about a lot of shit, and I'm just like, I live for it, is all that I can say. And it was just so interesting. So yeah, today is a little bit different. I think I woke up feeling super disorientated because I could barely sleep. I don't know why. I did fall asleep for a hot minute, like just watching some Reiki videos, and I fell asleep, but then I woke up because I really needed to pee. And then after that, I couldn't fall asleep. I think I may have fallen asleep at like just after 1 o'clock, like 1:30ish. And then I woke up at 8 to not go to the gym today, because I was like, my body is actually feeling really sore. Like my muscles are sore. Like I need to rest today. I've gone to gym every single day this week. Like I deserve a little bit of rest. However, I am now considering, should I go to gym, do my lower body workout since I've started a new program on the Nike training app, or do I just chill and take care of it tomorrow or whatever it is? So yeah, I think for the most part I'm going to chill, but I feel like I've got this energy that I need to burn off, and when I feel this way, I feel like I need to go to the gym. Like I just need to. So yeah, but anyway, aside from that, very exciting things happened today. Well, in the creative artistic world, that is. And that is Ariana Grande dropped her new single, Yes and oh my gosh, it was like giving cunty. That's the only word that I could describe it. Like I had a lot of fun listening to that, like first thing in the morning. Like I opened my eyes, I'm like, oh my gosh, Ariana Grande, she just dropped. And also Kelly Uchis dropped an album as well, but we'll get into that just now. And yeah, I listened to Ari's new single, and I was like, yes, I'm very excited to hear what that album is going to sound like and the journey that she's been on. I know that she's been through like some controversy just in terms of what she's doing there with the men's, and like also just like, I don't know, I feel like personally she's been going through some shit. Like think she was going through a divorce, and then also like, yeah, lots of things on that side. But I feel like I love her music. I've loved her music since I was like in high school, and I used to watch her on Victorious. I just thought like when she came out with like the likes of Baby I and like freaking, what's that other song that I used to like, The Way with Mac Miller. Oh my gosh, like I was absolutely obsessed. I remember when a cousin of mine told me like, yo, she dropped a new music video, I literally would stay on the music channel just to see it. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. And obviously her and I feel like have been through some shit in terms of like her going through her controversial moments where she was licking donuts and whatever. And then I was like, okay, maybe I'm not gonna be proud of being an Ari stan right now. But then she came up with Dangerous Woman, and she obviously went through a lot through her era of like her Sweetener era, and then losing Mac Miller, and she has been through a lot. And I feel like, I don't know, just witnessing her go through those traumas and still somehow was able to like transmute that into like beautiful music that helps people cope with their like anxieties, and share her journey of how she's felt in love and dealing with loss and all of that stuff, like really helped me feel, I don't know, more connected to her music in a sense. And it doesn't help that the woman has such a beautiful voice. Like she is a definition of a songbird, like for real. And so I just love her music. I resonate with it. Like I feel like it makes me feel like hot but cute, but like all of the things. So when she drops a project, I definitely like get super excited, because like I feel like I've really vibed with all of the music that she's put out in the past couple of years, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing like what direction her, I don't know, career or journey is heading in right now, especially now that she's in the space that she's in now. So I'm super excited to hear like where that's going. But Yes and is a bop. I enjoyed that. I think I'll be listening to that like when I just needed like a little boost of confidence from time to time. So yes, she can stay. And then, oh my gosh, Uchis dropped her album. Now, I will not pretend to know how to pronounce the name of this album. I literally will not lie to you. I cannot pronounce the name of this album, but I listened to it from start to the beginning. Start to the beginning, it's the same thing. From start to the end, twice today. And I absolutely loved it. I don't understand what she's saying half the time, because I am not fluent in Spanish, but the woman can make a good fucking album. I will give her props to that. Like, I've been a fan of Kelly since she dropped Isolation, and honestly I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cool, like she's amazing. And then she comes through with the bilingual, and she sprinkles in a little Spanish there. It just makes me feel like, I know, like, I don't know, it just makes me feel like some type of way, like, oh my gosh, like, it's just so beautiful. I feel like when people speak in their home language and they sing in their home language, it just sounds so beautiful. And I'm like, I wish I could, and I probably could if I applied myself and I took the time to learn. And maybe that could be something that I put on my list of goals to do. Like, I do know that when I was younger, I did want to learn French, and then I didn't take French for some reason. But you're never too old to learn new things, I guess. But anyway, absolutely enjoyed the shit out of Callie's album, and I will be playing this one on repeat. I just feel like she's got such, like, her music has such a beautiful like vibe. It makes you feel like you're floating, but it's like sexy at the same time. And it's just like, I don't know, it just resonates with my spirit. And I feel like, I don't know if maybe that's just like my vibe is like cute and sexy and take charge and a little bit spicy and all of that stuff. But I absolutely love her music. Also, she's pregnant, like, and she's pregnant, not even like she just found out. Yes, that woman looks like she's ready to pop. at any moment. So congrats to her, like literally baby on the way, like cooking a whole child, and then also like cooking up this amazing album is absolutely insane to me. And it just, your people's work ethic is just absolutely insane. So yeah, I've been vibing to that album. Like majority of it is my favorite now that I'm looking at it, like, but yeah, I just think it's absolutely incredible. And I don't know why I've just rambled on about this, but it's topics and points that like really get me excited, and it's topics that I could just talk about forever. Like music is such an important thing I think it's an important thing to everyone, honestly, but I feel like it's just such a beautiful way of expressing like some thoughts and emotions that you can't necessarily always express in words, but like a song can just capture a vibe that you feel in the inside and just be like, yes, I resonate with that shit, like I get that. And so I just love to share some of the things that resonate with me, and if it resonates with you, then that's amazing, and if it doesn't, that's also great. And I just think in my journey to kind of, I don't know, create a space whereby I can talk about things that I like, that interest me, outside of just like self-care and personal growth, because like I feel like that gets to a point whereby it's like, okay, like we get it, like we talk about that all the time, but I think I have come to a point whereby I am interested in exploring other topics and talking about them, and just seeing like what works for me and what you guys resonate with, because like there are so many people out there that are talking about like, you know, personal development and growth, probably in a better way than I do. And I just want to find something that really like calls to me and excites me, and shit like this, like music and like freaking trends that are happening at this moment in time about people that I find interesting, that I'm like, oh my gosh, like I love to talk about that. And if there's anyone out there that can relate and like gets it, then that's even more exciting. Oh, also another thing that's been stuck in my head lately, Ice Spice's new song that she's been teasing on TikTok. What's it? You're not even the fart? Like, what? I won't lie, the beat is hard though. I would bop to that. So yeah, I don't know why I mentioned that, but I just thought that was like funny. And like the fact that that woman actually I have a bone to pick with Ice Spice, because she released what an extension of her what is it, was it an EP or whatever it was like last year or whatever. So she released an extension, or like a new album situation, you know, with Delhi and Butterfly Crew and all of those things on it. Oh yeah, it was like the deluxe. Yes, not me, this is my opinion, right? I think she's cool, and I love to see homegirls doing her thing. Like, I love to see people doing their thing and living their best life or whatever. But low-key, those songs all sounded the same. Those songs all sound the same to me. I'm not saying that I wouldn't bump it, but it all sounds the same. And it's hilarious, honestly. And I don't know, I just find it fascinating how, like, her hooks that she does on her songs, like, can literally get everyone going. And I feel like that's what TikTok is all about. It's like finding some sort of like a hook, and then everyone gets obsessed with it, and then you have to download it. Like, it's crazy. That's like the algorithm. Because what, like Nicki's freaking Fuck the Club Up with the high heels on my tippies, like everyone and their mom is obsessed with that. And like, I've missed my moment to create a TikTok with that. I mean, it's never too late, but you know. And then like Ice Spice and her like weird lines, and everyone is like, they either hate it or they love it. And it's just so interesting to watch the discourse like unfold on TikTok. And you have the people that are like, this is shit and this is garbage, like why are we giving attention to this? And there's the people that are absolutely like eating it up. And it's just crazy how you can make anything sound so like you can literally make the weirdest shit sound so cool if you put a cool beat behind it. And then if somebody like latches onto it and then all the other people latch onto it, it just spreads. It's just wild how freaking like social works. And then like, yeah, same thing with like Fenty and, you know, ASAP like promoting the new lip balm, and now every guy is like running to their local Sephora or wherever to get the new lip balm because ASAP said it was cool. It's just like so interesting how, like, I don't know, I just feel like it's just so interesting how we get hooked a little bit and all of a sudden it's like this phenomenon. Like, it literally just took ASAP releasing a little video with his song, a catchy song I might add, music makes the world go round, and now all the guys are like discovering lip hydration. It's crazy. But yeah, we live in interesting times, and it's just wild what makes us go crazy and all of that stuff. So yeah, that is kind of where I'm gonna leave it at that for the day. I appreciate you listening to me like rant and rave about the things that I find cool, and also like I appreciate you being on this journey with me, you know, like I really do appreciate you. I just figured, let me end off today's episode with some affirmations because I think it's just really important. We'll just do like 5, and I just think I just feel like we just need to start affirming certain things to ourselves because like it just adds a whole ray of sunshine to our day. So first affirmation is, I am not my negative thoughts. Let me repeat that again. I am not my negative thoughts. No, you are not. Negative thoughts are just an opportunity for you to explore a little bit more of what you want in this life. Number 2, all challenges are an opportunity for growth, and I am thankful for the chance to evolve. I'll say it again. All challenges are an opportunity for growth, and I am thankful for the chance to evolve. I'll say it one more time. All challenges are an opportunity for growth, and I am thankful for the chance to evolve. Number 3, no matter how hard it is, I can do it. No matter how hard it is, I can do it. No matter how hard it is, I can do it. I'm the shit, and you're not even the fart. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Next, number 4. My body is sacred, and I take care of it. My body is sacred, and I take care of it. My body is sacred, and I take care of it. Then last affirmation for the day. I am a priority in my life. My health and healing matter. I am a priority in my life. My health and healing matter. I am a priority in my life. My health and healing matter. Snaps and claps. And then let's just throw in a last one for funsies. Last one. I am thankful for meaningful conversations with people who care about me. I am thankful for meaningful conversations with people who care about me. I am thankful for meaningful conversations with people who care about me. And that is on period, that is on facts, that is on, I don't know. Yeah, I sparse being a fart. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If I don't catch up with you tomorrow, I'll catch up with you the day after that. Please take care of yourself, be kind to others, and honestly, tell somebody who you care about that you love them right now, immediately. And also tell yourself that you love you. Okay, what is all the information that I needed to tell you before I, run away? Please, can you give this podcast a nice review or share it with a friend if you enjoyed it, whatever it is, whatever it is that calls to you, honestly. And if you're looking to see where you can connect with me, I've got links to my blog that I sometimes, post on from time to time. I've got the link to that in the description, as well as the link to all of my other socials. And if you want to support the podcast in any way as well, I've got a couple of links to some water bottles, journals, vision board books, or whatever. If you still haven't gotten into that at this point in time, I've got that all there in the links, it links to Amazon, all of that. If you're into it though, if you're not into it, that's okay, that's cool as well. Just putting it out there if you are able and want to support, of course. And then that is pretty much it. I'll add in one more thing. If you haven't done your life audit for this year yet, I do have a worksheet on my blog that you can go check out. It's completely free, and also it just is really simple to the point, different areas of your life whereby you can just reflect on what's going well, what's not going well, and some of the action points that you can take to kind of improve that area of your life. You can go check that out as well. I do think I've also got some resources from other people that have created life audits, if you want to go check out and read up more about that, to kind of just enhance your understanding of what a life audit is and the different ways it can be done. So you can go check that out. And that is pretty much it. Thank you so much. Don't forget everything that you do, even if it's doing a TikTok dance to freaking Ice Spice's new song, because it's stuck in my head now. Do it with love and a sprinkling of magic. I love and appreciate you very, very much, and catch up with you soon. Bye.